Welcome back, everybody, to Best There Is podcast. I guess we gotta do what we normally do. Who's all with me?
We got Declan
and Lucas.
You guys
Hello.
love to announce each other. What about me?
Because nobody likes
Oh
you.
yeah, you know
You
what?
gotta announce
we
yourself,
never. I
though.
don't think we ever announce you.
Because I normally say I'm Ernie or
Oh.
stuff. What's been going on? Because we are not in the shop yet.
We
were supposed
next
to be
time
this week. We were
soon.
supposed to be where you have a live video of us, a live video-ish of us in there, and not seeing us. But I mean, I guess they're doing okay. I saw we got 100 downloads the other day, which is pretty cool, man.
I can't even count that high.
I
That's
can't
pathetic.
either. Well, I only have 10 fingers and 10 toes, so
I only have 20 fingers and 10 toes.
I have a penis.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
100 millimeters.
Okay.
How's everybody doing? Anyone having hard times? Anybody want to let go, talk about things before we jump into things?
This is a very somber start to a
Yeah,
podcast.
wow. You
It's
just killed the vibe, bro.
Yeah,
I just wanna
man,
make sure
even
everyone's
You're
okay.
talking all,
Well, we've been having a hell of... I'm sorry, but moving my store into a studio has taken a toll on me, man.
Taking a toll on you, buddy.
Thank you, Mr. Actually.
Actually.
Everyone, please Google Oscar from The Office, the Actually guy. But yeah, I mean, that, and then on top of it, we just did the 4-hour podcast of Justice League.
4-hour podcast.
It wasn't 4 hours, but it took it was a
Hour and a half.
long week from that weekend from us doing stuff, painting and all that, to the movie coming out, and then that weekend of us having to clear out, and then Declan helped me clear out the store. So it was just a lot.
I did more than your family.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
If my
Calling out Ernie's family. on
if
this
my
podcast.
stepdad wasn't there, dude, we'd be so fucked.
Yeah, your stepdad's legit.
Because he's
And your mom helped a little bit.
but everyone else is in the way. We just
Who
need
else
to
was
direct
there?
them. Just
Uh,
my brother, younger sister,
Oh.
younger
And
brother.
Logan. And
Yeah,
Crystal
So,
and-
everyone else would just be in the way. All we had left were after when they got there, all we had were the case lines. So
Eh,
we moved those.
yeah. And the TV
Well,
and...
Well, I was gonna
Like
tell
that.
you guys. So this is a thing I was gonna throw at you guys. I always talk about. Let me burp.
Nice.
I didn't burp on you. Burped on the mic. I always talk about doing like pranks with you guys and stuff.
Please
I'm like,
don't.
I don't think we could do it because you guys all are fucking babies. And
I just
sensitive.
don't have
Depends what kind of
time in
prank
my
it is.
life to deal with pranks.
Dude, you're fucking 21.
Yeah,
You
I
mean you
just-
don't got
You're
time in your life.
You're in
I
the
don't wanna deal with
prime.
pranks.
I understand
No.
that.
I shouldn't be doing pranks at 37 or having pranks on me because my heart will die.
Well, yeah, I mean, I yelled at you while you're sleeping. Ernie, you're like, "Oh."
Yeah, and I'm almost dead. Okay, so
You
everyone
couldn't even
know-
survive a car
everyone-
ride.
That's for another day about the car ride because Lucas's car runs on garbage like the second DeLorean. I feel like you had to just throw shit
just
in
shoving
there.
bananas in there.
Yeah. No, but
It
so
gets
I
A to
follow a lot of influencers, and that's what pushed me a lot to do videos and stuff like that. And it's no secret.
B. He's very influenced.
I hate that term.
I know I do too. Really, to be honest with you, that's what they're
Influencer
called.
seems so much more
Because it makes it like they're so
much more pompous, right?
Well, it makes it sound like they're just like fucking great fucking people.
All right, Hitler was an influencer.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey,
Jesus was an influencer.
Yeah.
But so everyone knows that there's a little handful that I do, and David Dorbrik I've brought up a couple times, and everyone rolls their eyes about it. But the dude
It's just a
fucking he made a fucking empire.
Doesn't
He makes
matter.
a ton of money.
I don't want to make an empire being that
but
way.
he's getting all kinds of crap now, which I kind of
Good.
am going against him a little bit because I'm realizing more and more, and this has been kind of pulled out with the Pauls and shit, Logan Paul and all that crap, that they use their friends, even though they go give them a Tesla, a gold watch, or whatever. It doesn't make up for the things they do to
Nah.
them.
I've seen some rather fucked up
So-
videos.
So the biggest thing, there's a lot going on right now, but the biggest thing. So tell me how bad this prank would be to you guys. So I just wanted to. It's not going to take too much time. out
yeah,
of
this
our-
isn't even on the note.
This ain't
That's
on the
fine.
agenda.
We're going off.
We can go off
fucking-
script.
No, this is just a quick one. I wanted to see what you guys thought about prank wise.
So
So
are we working right now?
if you there is a girl on there named Corinna. She hasn't really worked with them that much. Corinna, I do watch her stream because she does the GTA. I told you.
Yeah, the
Like
role playing.
Role playing. I don't know if she's in that system, but I do check it out here and there to see how she does. It's really weird. It's whatever, but she's a really good looking blonde chick, and they beat her to death about her being a slut and this and that. Whatever. If she lets her, she's a good looking woman.
You mean they're just always on her about it, right? They're just making jokes about it. And
about
never
her being a
letting it go.
whore and this and that.
That's pretty awful.
But she has hooked up with one of the guys there, and
That doesn't mean...
right, exactly. So, anyways, one of their homies is a black guy, and they always need a black guy to use for black guy jokes.
So,
And
like, they have this guy around. It's like your
A token,
typical token.
right.
black guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what people are starting to see more, and he doesn't do much. And there's a midget guy, I forgot his name, Big Nick. They treat him like crap, and they always give him jokes and stuff. And he's at the point where he's opening up about, yeah, I kind of stopped. I told him I don't want to be in videos anymore, and then basically he's not, no, I don't want to be made fun of for my size. And then basically he's never in the videos anymore. So he kind of thought, shit, was that just all I'm there for? So anyways, back to the black dude, Seth. He came out because, so there's a prank. They're like, dude, we're going to make this prank, and you're going to, Corinna's going to have those, it's that fake old man mask that look real. And it was going to be, they wrote the joke out for him. Like, yeah, and then Corinna's going to come here just as the old man, and you just go to town on it. And he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, because Corinna's hot as fuck. So what they go do is they get him ready, and they set up, they always call them bits. They set up the bit, and then when she goes to the back, they're going, you know what? You don't look stocky enough. Go in the back. We're going to stuff you up or whatever. They had this plan from the beginning. So his buddy Jason, who's like fucking 50-something, but is like his best friend, he kind of annoys me. He is funny at times. He's a comedian, but he's latching on to David Dorbrik and everything. He dresses up as the old man, puts the mask on, goes out, and this dude tongue baths the fuck out of this older guy. And David Dorbrik even is at the point of probably about 15 seconds going, all right, man, stop. It's no, man. But they're not like me. I would jump probably in the middle of it. Like, all right, guys, stop. Like, we got the funny bit. I feel bad now. Like, the joke's over. But he let them go for about 25 seconds. He was in the background going like, stop, whatever. And he's grabbing dude's ass and everything. He thinks it's Corinna. And like I said, Corinna's a good looking chick. And then he takes off the mask and he's like mad kind of. And he plays it off like, whatever, like you guys got me and this and that. And I guess he was cool with it. And I guess David tried to show text later on that he said like, I'm down to do any other kissing bits, kind of like joking to him. But people want to be famous or whatever. But I guess after he kind of went back and thought about it, he realized it was like not having consent to have a dude for the sake of their prank or whatever. And I don't know. How would you react if I was like, oh, you're going to be making out with this hot girl in a mask, and all of a sudden it was Declan in the mask, and you go at it with them for 25 seconds, and me being the guy that's making content off of you, would you be hella mad at me? Like,
yeah. But one, I want to get myself in that situation. But if I was in that situation,
but you have to remember, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah,
I'm in a mansion. I get my friends Teslas. So you have to imagine, like, this is shit that I may have to put up just to get my foot in the door into Hollywood or whatever. Granted, I understand being angry. I understand the dude being pissed. The only thing I don't like is he had time to react about it afterwards. He let time go. Then he did it. So then now David's friends are all kind of going like, why did you do it now? But sometimes it does take time to reflect on something, to be like, you know what? That was kind of fucked up. You know what? Now that I think about it, I didn't give consent or whatever. But to me, it's just one of those things, like I talk about pranks and stuff, and then you realize, I always think pranks are fun when they're all good, and I don't know, like everybody could kind of laugh at it at the end of the day. But something like that, I just was like, the more I thought about it, I was just like, that's pretty fucked up now that I think about it, because
I think for me, it's the length of time that would be probably piss me off the fucking most. I don't know. That's just weird. Well, hold on. Going back to the whole prank, was the chick not knowing what was going to happen? Like,
she knew 100%.
So everyone knew, but was it a last minute change, or was it just from the get-go?
That was the plan.
The whole prank.
The plan was to screw Seth over. And there's a joke on one episode where, like,
I feel like he should have saw that coming.
They told him the bit. I don't know what it was, but they were making a joke. But again, it was Corinna going to be in a mask. So again, Corinna's a hot girl. So he's just like,
yeah, either way, I don't know. Whatever.
But again, these guys are kind of assholes. But they don't do too much crazy stuff to their close friends. But when it comes to the outsider guys, like it sounds bad, but the guy that's a midget, the black guy, not like his close friends, he don't do crazy stuff. There's one where like him and a dude are getting in a net telefight, and they're getting like crap all over him, and then the next scene it looks like straight blackface, and the Seth guy walks in and is like, "What the fuck's going on?" or whatever. So then it's like, it's I get it, it's for a bit, but it's kind of like it's not that funny.
Nah.
And it's not worth that effort to make comedy. I think if I had you guys sit down, say, "Hey guys, this is what I want to do to make the joke," you guys would probably be like, "I don't think it's gonna really get laughs, and we're putting too much work into it. Plus, we're wasting a bunch of Nutella, which costs a lot." But what would like Declan? Like he comes up dressed as supposedly the girl, makes out with you, takes off the mask, and it's Lucas. Would you just lose your shit on me?
Well,
I'd know Declan. He would.
Yes, but also there's no way that would happen because Lucas is like a clean half a foot taller than me. So I'm just like, you're like, "Oh, this hot girl's come out make it you," and then
but
he comes out
a decent size.
I don't know. You'd have to get somebody that's.
You guys would probably have to
size.
watch to see how the print because they.
I'm
like,
pretty observant, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm like, I'd be like kind of on edge about it anyway. Also, I told you I'm not a prank kind of person. It's just like, ultimately, no one I've ever seen on the receiving end of a prank really enjoys it. You know,
No,
it's
I mean,
a special kind of person to enjoy it.
Yeah, but they got to be like fun-hearted, I guess.
Just
But
depends
like
the
everybody's
severity of the
different. Everybody's a different
Like-
version of like
okay,
how hard
so-
they should prank.
Impractical Jokers, like.
They're getting paid to do it.
No, I get that. This is
That's a horrible example.
This is
That's a
something
horrible
different.
example.
Okay. God, I can't remember his name. I used to watch it so much, but he goes away for a while. It's not even part of a challenge or anything. It's just in the show episode. They're just showing what they did to him. His whole house, they wrapped it in wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Like that's a pretty simple prank, and it's pretty fucking hilarious because every little thing like is just wrapped.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job, and it took a lot of work. But to me, that would make me laugh walking in. I'd be mad. I have to rip everything down to clean it.
But it's different when you have like a bunch of stage-hands there to prep to help you wrap
well,
it and then help you. Jesus,
I
you
know,
gotta
sorry,
start coming off the
sorry,
mic,
sorry.
man.
But I said, well, of course. But still, that's something that's a funny prank to me.
Yeah, but you
But it's
don't.
not-
It's funny in terms of where they are in positioning. If you can't, if I walked into my house and we're like where we are right now, and you'd wrapped everything in my house, I probably wouldn't talk to you for like a month or so because that's fucking annoying. That's like every
that's crazy.
little thing, dude.
That's crazy. Would you be that bad?
Well, that means I gotta fill my trash cans, and then if everything in my house is wrapped, that means I have to like set a bunch of bags aside, and you're making me tear it all down.
Are you coming back over to fucking help my ass?
I mean, I would.
If you wouldn't, then that'd be a different story. But the moment you are like, okay, I'll help you with it, like
Okay,
yeah,
so
you fucking
okay,
are.
you're holding a
to.
pie, and I smack your hand up and pie in your face.
Depends on what the pie is for. If I'm just baked a fresh pie and it
do
just came out of the oven, you smack it in my face, and I just burn my face, I'd be pretty fucking pissed.
Yeah, okay, I'm not.
But
Gonna,
I'm begging a
but,
pie.
I
from
think he means like if he just came up with a random pie and just pied you.
Well, I would see him with a pie.
well, okay,
and
I'm
I
not
would
saying
run.
that. I'm saying like you're holding it. I'm like, hey, hold this real quick. Boom, I smack up whipped cream in your face.
You gotta come off the mic, man. You keep
Does
bursting
it?
my words.
It's not one I made, right? You just like, hey, here, hold this.
just
It's
whipped
normal
cream
pie.
in your
Dude.
face.
That'd be funny, just because it's not that much of an inconvenience for me to like
Now, if I'm,
wipe my face.
if I'm in my Giorgio Armani suit, now
You
we're gonna have a
don't-
problem.
You don't want one of those, but
It's like
But my
it's like if we
Gucci's-
picked you up and threw you in a pool. If you had your phone, that's a different fucking story than if you didn't have your phone.
yeah, I always think about that when I see people like get thrown in the water
Like,
and stuff.
Most phones can survive, but that's if you have a pretty much updated phone and they'll
It's
survive.
just scary because your phone getting fucked up is kind of a bad
Yeah,
thing.
like do I have my phone, my wallet, do I have all that shit on me because that's gonna piss me off.
I mean, would you consider like when we used to play the ball game where like we could hit each other in the nuts at the old shop, but it had a ricochet?
The thing was because there were stipulations on it. It's not like we were like, all right, open shot. No, you had to bank it and to do so.
It's such a weird
such a weird premise.
rules that you couldn't throw a ball at someone's balls, but you had to bank it. If you banked it, it was all
There
good.
was also a catching rule.
I think I'd still be mad.
That's
You
no
hit me in the
fun.
nuts for no reason.
Well,
I'm like not doing anything to disturb you, and you're just like, I'm gonna pelt
But
him.
the
in
thing
the
is,
nuts.
the
it's
game.
so funny.
It is
so
funny.
we didn't really
You think
necessarily
it's
start like everyone like hitting everyone. More or less, the reason why you hit someone is because they tried it on us.
funny? Yeah.
So they would know about it. Once you try it on us, all right, it's free game. You
So then
are
I just won't
openly
participate.
admitting.
You can prank all you want. I just don't want to
Yeah.
It
participate.
seemed like such a bump on the log.
Dude,
I participated in this. And
Pranks suck,
I didn't even want to
man.
get my balls hit.
dude, pranks suck.
I cheated and I threw it straight at Lucas because I was like being a dick, and I had to take a free shot to the nut
He did.
yeah.
There are stipulations on this.
because I
But-
cheated and
But we're also different. Like we don't mind
Hitting each
fucking
other in the
around.
nuts constantly.
I grew up with brothers and we just beat the shit out of each other.
Well, I mean, I grew up with a lot of family members too, but it's just to me, it was like, I don't know. I think you should be able to have some fun.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Hitting
level is
someone
fun.
in the balls is not fun for
Long as you're
everybody.
not like,
Now, for him, it's not.
Long as
you
you're
and
not-
I, we can do that all day
long
long.
as you're not punting.
Well, if I'm
This
just
is-
sitting around not
okay.
doing anything and you just go bing bing, I'm gonna be pretty fucking
A little
So
nick
funny.
to our, a little nick to our testicles hurts.
No, yeah.
But-
I mean, the lighter it is, sometimes
But
the worse the pain
but,
is, right?
But you know, these little Nerf balls we have, they're not gonna kill us. They're not gonna affect us in the future. So it's not like if we were doing it with bowling balls. I'm like, yeah, guys, we're kind of going too far.
you can't really
fucking
do
old
that with
school.
bowling
Yeah,
balls.
Drop it off.
yeah, no, but
I just the manhole goes straight into a manhole. That's unfortunate for that dude.
but
Can I
yeah.
throw something out?
Yeah.
Why don't we just do that, but instead you just hit him in the face? I'm fine if somebody hits me in the face with a Nerf ball. That's way different. You
It's
know,
just not as fun.
how is it not as
What?
fun?
Banking,
Banking and hitting them in the face.
yeah,
I think.
What if I'm staring at a wall and you bounce it off the opposite wall? And
it's gonna
boom.
hit you pretty hard though,
Yeah, it's better than my nuts.
because the balls it's falling, so it's descending.
How about I won't hit you with
Dude, we're not gonna
anything
play the game,
if you don't
alright?
hit me with it.
This was in the old shop, and we had a big shop, so we had a lot of
'Cause
range and a lot of room. Now we have no room, so
Well, it's also fun because like you're like Ernie's in the bathroom. All right.
oh yeah, my wife would help me like get other people, and
Yeah, like oh he's coming around the corner now.
yeah, she was like, Lucas is like sitting, and we have that roof that didn't go all the way to
Yep.
the top, and you're sitting on the couch like laying down. She's like, throw it over it and bounce. I'm like, but I gotta get it to ricochet. Like that's the only way I could do it. Anyways, that was just my idea about
Pranking. on
No,
how-
just like how far that went, and I don't know. Who knows? We might visit it another
everyone
day.
has. I think when it comes to physical body against someone else in any kind of sexual manner, it is personally, in my opinion, not okay to just be like, yeah, let's
Well, because I think we're gonna
have them deal with
eventually-
that. Or if it's going to be, don't have it be like 25 seconds long. Like the moment, like, all right, man, we fucked with you. All right. Like I
Yeah.
immediately would have walked up to him like, dude, fucking pull off your head. Like this is a prank.
Well,
This is a joke.
Who's the guy? Declan would know, or actually, you might know too. H3, can't think of his name.
H3 EM.
He's the one that's like super detective mode right now. Try and get David Dorbrik canceled. Go ahead.
I don't want to get an H3.
You don't like him? I just know he's homies with John Tron.
Yeah. I mean, that's not gonna make or break my opinion of somebody. If you're
That's
friends
fine.
with
That's
one-
fine. I'm just saying.
He
that.
used to make really interesting content. Now it's sort of fallen apart as the years have gone on.
Is it because was he with his girlfriend before that?
No, they're still together.
No, the interesting content, was he alone or was it?
No, it
He was
wasn't. It was nothing to do. Hila's great.
Okay.
His wife's great. Like there was no issues there. But he used to be like, what he did was he'd sort of go over like this guy who, he had pranks and stuff where he just go out and make out with hot girls that he was paying to make out with them. Just basically making softcore porn on YouTube. And he called people out on that kind of stuff. And now it's just sort of like
Well, I'm all for.
he doesn't
people,
have like
I think
thought
it's-
out like arguments. He just seems like an asshole now. And
I think
he
it's
thinks he's
kinda
better than everybody
awesome,
else because he's
too.
got his podcast. He has like Elon Musk on the podcast. So
Yeah, I
and
mean-
he said some crazy stuff. Like there's this great clip where he's like talking about, he's like, men just want like dominate women, and you just see in the background the this creator Filthy Frank, or now Joji or whatever. You just see his eyes kind of light up. Like, what, did he just fucking say that on a live podcast? And yeah, it's just, I don't know. He's just disenfranchised me to this whole
sadly,
thing.
The more popular you get, the more freedom people feel like they have.
Also, what's crazy is that this is just YouTube. There's tons of stuff on Twitch
Yeah.
that people would do debates or podcasts on, and they'll say a lot of fucked up shit, and they'll do a lot of fucked up shit on that.
Well, yeah, even JonTron had a debate with a guy called Destiny.
Oh, Destiny.
Oh,
gets
dude,
involved
Destiny.
in
Yeah, Destiny
everyone's
gets
shit.
involved, and that in Trainwreck's podcast, they go through. They have Hassan on there. They have a lot of popular women
I
streamers.
like Hassan.
Hassan can be. No.
Oh,
What? No.
Never mind.
What's with you and the Young Turks?
I
man?
like Hassan.
Fuck.
You're weird.
Yeah, fuck the Young Turks.
Why?
Just they're just
Anyone who falls in the political window of any kind, because they'll feed you bullshit, knowing it's bullshit, not retract any of the fact that they know it's bullshit, and continue on with the same bullshit.
All right, a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
there.
a lot of bullshit. They're not true.
The thing about them is, sure, I don't agree with their political opinions, but I also think most of their sports opinions are really dumb.
Yeah, that's for not here, I guess. 'Cause
Yeah.
I do like the guy that covers our sports, but basically though, I think this is not going to be the last time we're going to visit some YouTubers because
No.
there's
a lot of shit going on
It's
with
getting
YouTube.
bad, and a lot of people.
I don't really want that to become our content necessarily.
I don't mind, like we were talking about, calling out that girl, that how she cooks her things.
That's crazy. Though.
What? Wait, what?
Don't worry, we'll get there.
Where I'm not calling out people who are making controversial content. I would be much more fine calling people out that make that kind of content, because that is crazy.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, hold on.
No, we can't skip past this.
It's just a girl and how she cooks.
We'll
her
show
food.
you the video.
We'll show you
because
later.
we want to do a video about it. Because it's pretty crazy.
And we're probably gonna have to do it with us on camera.
It's like
so
you've never seen
you
somebody
can see
ruin
reaction.
food so badly.
Is it a British woman?
No.
Oh, because there's a British woman, and she makes food, and she goes. She's not even making food. Then she feeds her son. Her son's like,
No.
"Oh yeah, I need some salt." That's
No.
all. Fucking
No.
heavy British accent.
You're not ready for this.
No,
Trust
I,
us.
Yeah,
all right,
no,
sure.
You are not. I wasn't ready for it. Ernie
seen-
explained me the whole thing exactly.
I've seen
and
a
I
lot of
watched it
shit
and I
on
wasn't ready
YouTube.
for it.
Fucked up shit. Anyways, but we're not here to talk about YouTube, are we, Ernie?
Aren't we here to talk
Declan?
about
What did you guys think about the Winter Soldier?
I mean, that was a good movie. I mean, that movie came out like a couple
How
years ago.
about Bucky and Sam show?
Why don't we watch the Falcon? Oh, have you seen that clip with Tom Holland where him and Anthony Mackie going back and forth? And
And
Anthony Mackie's like, I haven't seen
I
Spider-Man
haven't
2.
seen Spider-Man. Yeah.
He's like, what? You haven't seen Spider-Man 2? He's like, yeah, I haven't seen the Falcon. Oh,
Oh,
wait, you don't have a movie.
Boom.
Ooh.
Roasted.
Damn. But yeah.
I was entertained.
Yeah.
Good start.
Dude,
It's a new day.
That flying
Opening scene.
after I hate. I don't want. I don't want to do
JSP.
this, but
G-
like,
Are you going to
XP.
talk about the absurdity of some of that stuff in the flight?
no, it's just
What are you
watching
talking
Justice League,
Suspension of disbelief, man.
and then after watching Justice League, I watched that, and I was, I feel bad. I was like super blown away how well that Falcon scene was shot, and how long it went, and I wasn't bored, and the tight. I'm thinking about the guy that does the pitches. That's
Screen Rant.
Screen Rant. That's
Screen
tight.
Rant. That's tight.
But
Oh, Monsters' holes are tight. Yeah, no. No.
the leaper jumping from helicopter to helicopter was sick. I mean,
GSP, baby.
and it's great to see Bad Rock. I love that we have another villain back. I don't know, man. It was just really cool. I really liked the opening, and then it does slow down a bit, but it's all very Winter Soldier.
It sets it up.
It's very
Dude, they had me. Speaking of Winter Soldier, you want to talk about it like kind of chronological order?
That's fine. Talk about do you know what we always say that, and we don't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
I know.
I don't think we
Because
once done
Because
it.
the one thing I thought the Falcon's backstory is really interesting, very heartwarming, but fuck, the Winter Soldier had me kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
That was pretty like, because that's like he did a great job at convincing me he had PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he looked heartbroken.
and the weird thing is they never really cover that in any of the movies because he's so far in the background with these big events. and
Even though how
it's-
sad it was, though, I did love when he was talking about, I did the 3 steps. I did no
Yeah.
violence. And then he, like, has to say his little thing at the end, and then he gives that smile. I think it's pretty great, because that's, like, such a good phony smile.
I am no longer the Winter Soldier. I am
Bucky Barnes, and you are part of my effort to make amends. And he gives that smile. Oh, my God. But, yeah, that episode had me going, because, that first part was fantastic. You know, it looked really good.
what's
Like,
crazy-
the CGI looked really good on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, oh, this like
That's
it's
the difference
one action
between
scene the
Marvel
whole
and
movie.
DC, though.
Disagree, because it's just Shazam looks fine. No, applying that to
Shazam's fine.
applying that to all of DC's rough.
Yeah, but
Snyder's rough.
By the way, can I say a little fun fact about Shazam I figured out the other day?
Go ahead. We just mentioned it.
In the beginning of the movie, he wants a tiger, a stuffed tiger, when his mom's trying to win the animal. I completely forgot that there's like a talking tiger that's like Billy Batson's companion.
Oh yeah,
He gets like and I want to see that in the fucking movies. Sorry, continue. We're talking about the CGI.
Yeah, I mean that whole opening was great. And then it's weird because we got no Bucky and Sam together the whole episode, so it was kind of odd.
It's a build up.
And it's weird because it's like
Bucky's ignoring his text.
he has like no one in his phone, and Sam's. It's kind of cool that Sam is one of them because that means he does at least somewhat care about him, regardless if he's ignoring it or not. That was an intense scene for me.
What?
The psychiatrist scene.
That was tense?
Intense for me.
Yeah.
Just like the shooting of it, and they were angling down on their foreheads like while they were talking to. Like it was getting very aggressive.
The worst one was when towards the end of the episode, when he goes to the old man's store and sees the effigy, and he's just like, pauses and freaks out, and he's like, here's your money.
I thought the old man was like maybe.
Also, that girl was pushing it. It's almost like she knew something was going on. I don't think she was.
I would have took that date though. I'm sorry. I would have went for it.
Yeah, but I think the script writers, that was a little bit too much of the script reading through, because she was like hitting every point in his fucking.
What are you doing?
Could.
I'm reading your mind. Like, Jesus Christ!
Asking about the
anywhere.
gloves and shit like that.
What's up with your gloves? I like Michael Jackson. Next question.
I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't be that
ridiculous.
crazy of a question to ask.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it is kind of.
Couldn't you just get him like a normal prosthetic too?
It would have been
not
awkward.
if you see him every single day.
I guess. It's just
Also,
been
is
to
that
me be
arm a
awkward to
registered
not.
weapon? Do you
What?
think he has to have a license for
He
the arm?
has Scovia roll.
Sokovia.
Sokovia. They made a partnership with him, so I don't know if he signed it because he wasn't on that side.
Mm-hmm.
But he has rules with it, so who knows?
I like how he brings up Wakanda too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like I had a little bit of peace on Wakanda.
And nice to see War Machine stop by. Not
Yeah.
as War Machine. It's nice to have
It's
a
a new day.
big
Yes, it
actor.
is.
And I put down though.
Yeah, I saw that. You put down that maybe Rhodey knows a little bit what's going on.
Like I don't know, because Rhodey was making a very like bold statements of like bad guys dealing with good guys.
Well-
good guy, bad. I feel like he was trying to push Falcon in a good way. Like, dude, we kind of need you out there with us. Like,
But you kind of think Rhodey's coming from the position of he's like, he lost his best friend as well.
right?
And is also kind of a legacy.
Did he lose his best friend?
Yes, Tony
Falcon. Because where's Steve on the moon? I think the joke is going to be Steve's going to be on the moon.
Do you think he's gonna be like
With Samuel Jackson,
like Old Man
on
Fury
Skull.
style,
Yeah,
or he's
just
got
chilling
like
up there,
those dumbass dome spacesuits?
and he's just gonna be up there chilling with Samuel Jackson with the scrolls and shit. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, it's a joke," and at the end, he's just sitting there going, "I don't think I will." Or
Chilling out with the
whatever hell.
Inhumans, or maybe they like
We'll see.
the after credit scenes, like Steve and Fury making like first contact with the Inhumans, being like, "Hey guys, we just discovered you guys live here. You wanna like not be mad at us?"
Do you
How that universe gets meshed in.
Do you
Well,
want?
the Inhumans are like kind of, they're not as deeply entwined in lore as like the X-Men are. So they could theoretically just exist on the moon and we not know anything
Yeah.
about them, because that's usually how it goes. And they can just appear out of nowhere because they're
Dark side of the moon.
because like Black Bolt's like age really doesn't matter, and like they're not.
No one's age matters in this. Bucky's over 100.
Bucky's 117, no 107 I
6 or
think,
7,
because I think he was 17 when he shipped off.
And then
or
we
something
got Falcon's homie, who ends up being the future Falcon,
like that. Torres, I think his name is.
Torres or whatever.
What?
Good guy or bad
Yeah.
guy?
Okay. So
Sorry, what?
the army soldier guy
I was
that's like
Declan
his
couldn't explain it.
his info dude, you know, the guy who's like walking him through the mission.
Oh,
and all that
yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
He is another version of the Falcon. Basically, when Falcon becomes Captain America, he becomes the Falcon, and
okay.
he's Hispanic. He's part of the Champions, which is like sort of the kids team, which they could easily be setting up because we are getting a Miss Martian movie. We have Amadeus Cho's Miss Marvel. I'm sorry.
You got the DC on the brain.
Speaking of hot animated characters, though,
Miss Martian.
no, I'm Marvin Martian's wife. She's got no nose, but I'll show you a picture of her later
Oh shit! I
because we're
forgot
gonna
that
have
she
to talk
existed.
about that. Shit, now you got me distracted by. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, because we're going to get Miss Marvel, and we have, like, Amadeus Cho's mom has already been revealed and all that stuff, right? Because she's in Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. Is this guy good guy or bad guy, though?
What do you mean?
Right now. It's MCU. They can do whatever they want with him.
The soldier dude?
Yeah.
Why would he be a bad guy?
I don't know. He's really nosy.
No, I just think he's really annoying.
Who?
I think his character is thoroughly annoying.
The young kid?
Yeah, because he talks like an old person thinks
he tries to touch his equipment where he's like, every time I let them mess with it, they mess with it more.
Also, there's
it feels like they're sabotaging
there would be,
Cap Falcon.
There would be no app like that allows you to see like secret hookups and shit like that. That doesn't that.
I don't know. Maybe there is an app that you got to download off this third-party black site fucking website.
But it seems like they've modernized this. Like I hate when they take like. They act like revolutions nowadays have to be like on the internet when that's not the case. Most revolutions are still grass like level. Like, you know, they're just people that are just fed up and just take up arms. Like, it's not like some collective of super geniuses on the internet. That's stupid. Because that's not how. Those aren't the oppressed people, you know. And a revolution about the oppressed rising up. So
and then he goes on to
just not convinced
little
about
mission undercover with the Flag Smashers, which is weird.
Gets his ass whooped.
I have it marked down. Carl.
Dude, what the fuck? When he pulls out the gun, he like gets closer to the guy.
Dude,
Why?
I was
stay an adequate amount of space between.
Right, Ernie? We complained about this while watching the crap movie earlier.
We did that with Wonder Woman, and we did it with
every single movie that we
any movie
watched.
where someone has a gun and you're right there.
Right there. It makes absolutely no sense. You have the range.
Yeah, it's like the. Speaking of JonTron, it's like that surviving edged weapons video.
Yeah.
Where he's like, if you stay like 12 feet away with a shotgun, they'll never get you.
Yeah. It's weird, but yeah. So he investigates, which he goes undercover by himself, which is kind of it was kind of odd to me.
You wouldn't. There's no reason unless
you're
some super soldier
or some kid who's like
he can get his ass whipped,
or some kid who now knows a superhero and who wants to like.
Prove
his worth.
So the original. So it's weird because
he's in over his head. I think.
In too deep. Yep.
The original Flag Smasher is Carl Morgenthau, and in the previews we see a redheaded girl rip off the mask, and she's credited as Carla Morgenthau. So I don't.
But then we see the big guy who also has long curly orange hair.
I don't know. So.
But that girl is handing out the masks at the beginning. So if you look at it, she has a mask on. It's a girl with that red hair.
So Flag Smasher though is a person. This is a group, because this was a freedom fighter whose goal was to liberate Earth from oppression of national rule.
I by the way, I read that and I thought that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, and if you look at
the oppression of national rule
Deadpool
over what? The oppression of global rule?
Deadpool ends up fighting him. It's a really goofy character.
No, maybe they don't like nationalism where you just follow one nation. You're more globalist.
Well, they're like against flags and stuff. That's what.
Yeah,
the flags.
Yeah, but that's stupid because that's like the less oppression-y kind of way. Because when you're controlling the whole world with some sort of non-sovereign board.
I don't think they wanted to use the team.
It's one flag, maybe. I don't know.
They didn't want to call them Ultimatum, which was his team.
Also,
because it's underground, liberated, totally integrated mobile army to unite mankind.
You mean Lead Ultimatum, right?
Yeah.
Or no, that's the name of his group.
Flag Mashers Group.
It's just Ultimatum.
Yeah, but it stands for underground, liberated, totally integrated mobile army to unite mankind.
Holy.
That spells ultimatum.
Funded by the Nazi criminal, the Red Skull. So I just think they're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to call them Flag Smashers. We're not going to call them Ultimatum or whatever. We also see that these guys whip ass. They jump from the building and they're fine. They're like throwing dudes into fucking poles and like
nothing.
Their back. And then when he meets back up with Falcon, he's like, do you think they're... He's like, nope, don't go there. Which I assume super soldiers... But there's so many hints of the power broker. And to talk about the power broker is interesting because the power broker, it's funny. I wrote a side thing that it's like a thing I really looked into a long time ago. Because when Thing joined a wrestling company, I forgot what it was called. But I enjoyed it a lot because, again, it's 80s. It's dumb. But... they were making money off superheroes.
Called United Class Wrestling Federation.
Right. So any of my pogs I've made, I throw that logo on the back, and I made maps with it for HeroClix. But that thing joined it, and it found there was a lot of
Think
dirt.
we'll ever get that click, by the way?
I hope to God. If not, I'm gonna paint my thing the color one in his wrestling suit. It's just black double star. He looks like Big Show.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
But you find out that people like Screaming Mimi, Thundra, I believe, D-Man for sure.
Screamy Mimi.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a name.
Songbird.
Yeah.
But
That's what I thought. I was
they
like,
they all go to the power broker, who gives them more power to fight in this wrestling ring and stuff. But then you find out it's more of like D-Man looks just like Daredevil and Wolverine put together. He's Demolition Man. Eventually, he changes to Scourge, I believe.
Scourge?
Scourge, yeah.
Is that the Asgardian guy?
No, different guy. You have to look
Okay.
it up. But anyways, it's really funny though because it's all dealing with this really goofy wrestling thing, where this guy can give them powers, but I think it's through drugs, and that's why I noticed through the end credits there's so many like secrets that are being on the files, and one says the power broker is watching you, and it shows like a little blue bullet or something. But I'm thinking, what if it's pills that they're popping that gives them powers for a little bit? So like they're
Limitless?
kind of like they're not super soldiers, but they're getting power.
They're super revolutionaries.
That'd be a cool way to get
They're
powers.
patriots, damn it. But because they're not getting like super powers, they're just getting stronger for a little bit.
I know that there's a world where that actually happens, where they take pills to fucking get powers.
There's a Netflix movie about it.
Yeah, what's it called?
I don't remember.
It's a Jamie Foxx movie, right?
Yeah, I never watched it. It looked stupid. I don't like that concept.
What, getting powers through pills?
No. I think it seems stupid.
But you like Century.
Yeah, his is more like
He was a
I
drug
took
addict.
but he took a super serum once, and then now he's like a mentally crippled, all like powerful god figure. He's not like he's constantly popping the pills to get the powers, right? Like Captain America's the same thing. He takes it once, he's good. But I'm talking about like anybody can have powers as long as you take this
So-
pill. It's
Yeah, but I feel like there would be massive repercussions.
But I think that's the
Exactly.
problem is, like, again, on the credits, it shows, I'm going to call him U.S. agent. Fucking ugly-ass Doogie Howser looking dude.
Dude has the whitest
Wyatt
chin.
Russell with the biggest ears in the world.
He looks
And
like
the whitest chin.
the old man from Up.
Yeah.
It says on his
I like
face, like someone defiled it, it says manufactured hero. So there's so many things that are tying to this idea of heroes being created. Now,
He did look very CGI.
the other thing that this brings me to is Zemo's role in not wanting heroes.
I don't think Zemo will be a bad guy. I'm throwing it out there.
He's not going to be a bad guy.
And I know we kind of talked about this in WandaVision. We don't want to theorize too much, but I think this will set up for Zemo to set up the Thunderbolts because I think he's going to look for an alternative.
I think
method.
Ross is going to set up Thunderbolts, but
I think if anybody's leading the Thunderbolts, it'll be Zemo.
Zemo could be Masters of Evil, but he could be Thunderbolts as well.
But I just think
Because let's be real, Ross did do the Thunderbolts, but it also was part of Zemo.
I
as well.
think this version of Zemo is very compelling because he's not like traditional like Baron Zemo, who's like this crazy guy. He's like German he's like German royalty basically,
Oh.
and he's got like his grandfather was it or his father? There's like multiple Zemos, right? There are multiple Baron
Yeah.
Zemos.
Yeah, there's Helmet and all that stuff.
Um,
Also, was going to throw out. They said in an article that there is going to be no connection to super soldiers, so that's what made me think. Okay, it's got to be pills. And like I was watching, what was it, New Rockstars, and they're like, we think they're either mutants or super soldiers. I'm like, there's no fucking way. They're not going to bring mutants.
they're
in.
not mutants.
And a mutant that could just land and be strong.
Didn't
Like,
people say Omega Red was gonna show up?
people think in.
Is he a mutant?
I thought they.
He's just
yeah,
Weapon X,
no,
right?
He's Russia's Weapon X. I thought that was in Black Widow. They said that would be a lot better. To be honest with you,
I guess you could really do the Weapon X program kind of separately, right?
yeah, because it kind of tackles across a lot of different things.
Yeah, like, because isn't it like a branch of the Super Soldier
Well, a
program?
lot of people, people all try to copy it too. Every nation has tried to copy it and stuff like that. Also, what I was thinking of too, if you actually had a choice to pick, would you pick Bucky over Sam?
I think Sam is. I think Sam is way more well adjusted to wield the shield.
Yeah.
I think that Bucky's still got to work some stuff out. I think Sam's just being bit of a loser right now.
Yeah.
He's kind of being a
Sam's being
whiny
a
little.
loser. He's helping out his family and shit.
But with about the shield, just give it up like
Dude,
that.
I don't know, man. So that we
Really, you gonna give it to the government, and you really
well,
don't think
he
the
did-
government's
No, he
gonna?
gave it to the Smithsonian.
Yeah, that's
no,
the government.
but
man.
he gave it to the government.
So the whole thing is like, again, there goes us jumping around because I was at the
But you
beginning
can't
of the
give a piece of
episode.
vibranium to the fucking government and then expect them not to do anything.
Well,
with
you
it.
have to remember this is a different shield. This is a shield that Cap brought back, and it's not his same shield.
But it's still probably vibranium.
They think it's going to be proto-aluminium.
What the fuck?
That was like one of Cap's first shields. Who knows?
So what's harder,
Well, isn't that
vibranium
the
or
shield-
adamantium?
I don't know.
Wait,
I wanna say
what shield
vibranium.
is that? Because wasn't Cap shield
But
destroyed?
alloys tend
It's
to
a
be
whole
stronger.
different new shield. It's the one he brings to him at the end of Endgame.
Yeah, it's got a whole different pattern and all that stuff.
It's got little like notches. In
Yeah.
it, and
It looks
stuff.
like the center could like pop out.
Where'd he
and
get
rotate.
that from?
Cap
We
brought it
don't-
to him.
We don't know.
Cap probably just.
Get that from?
I don't know.
we
Probably
don't-
Stark. Probably.
But that means that Steve Rogers had to go bump into Stark like, hey,
Well,
I know
not-
I've been helping you
Not
with
Tony
shit.
Stark.
Old man Stark.
Old
yeah,
man
well,
Stark.
he had to
Old man
drop off
Stark
the.
didn't really invent things though like that.
He's the one
He
who
had
gave
the
him
shield. He made the first shield,
You are correct,
Yeah.
sir.
and he also had to drop off
forgot.
the stone back in the same spot. Because didn't they pull it from the base?
Plus, he knows Howard Stark. Him and Howard Stark would chill. Howard Stark would keep that secret.
Dude, could you imagine? He was like, "Hey, man, I'm actually from the future." He's like, "Yeah, no, I know." Fucking here's a new shield for you.
Pretty much. I
What?
mean,
It's like, dude,
I wouldn't be surprised.
man, come on. I knew my son was here too. I saw him. He looks good.
I seen it.
I don't think that's the case.
Nah, that'd be like, what happened to him? About him.
He saved the world.
He saved the world, but
the
he
universe, actually.
he saved everyone. Is he alive?
Well,
In a manner, in some realities,
Right now he is technically because he's not even born yet.
he's alive right there.
Yeah, he's between your legs.
he's in your balls, sir.
Man, I really should go on that car ride at this time of day. At this time,
You know what? Like, you know what? 1990, I think it's about 7 p.m. I would just not go on this ride.
All right, I got a question for you.
That actually pops up during the credits too.
What?
It just shows like a VHS how it writes the font, and it's the day and time that he died. It's weird, dude. If you watch the credits, and they also show something about they can't block people of race from joining the army, and it's kind of scratched out, and then it shows a picture of a black dude but kind of ripped up, and that's who people think
Isaiah Bradley,
which will bring us the fucking Patriot, another young Avenger.
Be sick.
So I hope Isaiah Bradley does come into it.
But just since this is the first episode, just get your
Palette wet.
your speculating jitters out. Just give me a long shot. Who's gonna show up? New characters only, please. I got mine. I want Brian Braddock.
Dude. Henry Cavill.
Nah, I still
They
think Sean.
talk-
I
they-
still think Sean Bean.
They talked about him being him. I would love it.
Just let Sean Bean be him. Be old Brian Braddock. Let Sean Bean die, and then we get Psylocke as Brian Braddock, or Psylocke as Captain Britain. I'm sorry. Right? It's his daughter.
God, I hate when we do these on the spot things.
I'm terrible at these because I don't know anyone.
Think of Shield
God,
characters.
Man, you gotta fucking read. Well, we know
I
Sharon
do.
Carter's coming. God,
Come on, Sin and Crossbone. Sin.
no.
Check to see a Sin in here.
Crossbones is dead.
Is he?
Is he? I think it'd be cool with the people that we do know, like Tim Roth. Like if he popped up, maybe not all. Well, no, but can he go back and forth from Abomination? I don't think he can.
Abominations. He just. But I think maybe that they'll just retcon that and just be like,
I'm just thinking like
because they gotta make him look a little bit more Fishman-like, right?
like what can be a good fight with Bucky and Falcon in that we get
Omega Red.
Flag Masters. Mega Red would be cool, but we're not dealing too much with Russia in this.
We don't know yet.
Doesn't mean Omega Red has to exactly be connected with Russia.
With Madripoor, I would really like a mutant, but like they could do a low.
Are they going to Madripoor?
Yeah,
Well, they could give us Psylocke.
they give us a low key mutant.
They could give us Psylocke.
They just would probably do Jennifer Braddock or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't remember her name, but off the top of my head. But like if they did something like that, because their court's not going to
Just be
give
like,
us,
we need a little help from ye old jolly England or some shit like that.
maybe something that ties into Shang-Chi would be cool.
Union Jack would be cool,
Nick Fury would be cool.
but he doesn't really count.
Because he has been around, but I'm just thinking about people that will progress the storyline to go to Secret Invasion and stuff like that. But
We're gonna get a widow, right?
if we're going like straight out of the box, I'd have to pick like a obscure villain. I think.
Sorry, my brain just came. At one point,
Your brain just came.
yeah,
It's like it
I
comes
had a
out your
brain
ears.
blast.
Whatever.
Only kids my age understand what that means. But Bucky's talking to that girl when he's on the date, and she asks him about his family. She says he has 4 sisters. Are those his actual biological 4 sisters, or do you think those could be the widows?
I don't know.
That would make way like I thought when I heard that I was like, well, we got 2 widows, right, that we know about. That could be more, right? Like
Right.
we got Natty and fucking the blonde chick, and we could get more in the movie. You know, what if that's his sisters, right? Which I think would be interesting.
Ooh,
Then maybe that's hinting to maybe one of them showing up. Obviously not Black Widow,
like-
Black Widow, but
looking at the power broker people that he's worked with, they're really goofy people. So like, if they could pull someone goofy, make them cool, like Armadillo, who's been around, or they're gonna do Battlestar.
Absorbing Man.
Battlestar, I believe they're gonna do, because I think Battlestar is eventually Walker. I can't remember, but they have the other. What's the Black Dude's name? I can't think of his name. But he is already, I think, cast in it. They have pictures of him. But also, anytime we could get the Wrecking Crew,
That's what I was about to say. When do you think we're gonna get the Wrecking Crew?
if we could get the Wrecking Crew in, I love the Wrecking
My idea
Crew.
is maybe She-Hulk, because we're gonna get the Wrecking Crew in.
I'm just going off this one.
But a
'cause
good old Absorbing Man and
we got Absorbing Man in S.H.I.E.L.D., and it was okay. The guy wasn't the best actor, but it was just cool to see him touch things and like turn into
You
it.
need some bulky, bald guy, right?
Just skip Vinny Jones every time. I don't
Vinny
know.
Jones.
I don't think he's in that good of shape anymore. But yeah,
CGI.
I don't
do
want
it.
to CGI everything, man.
Give Vinny Jones play Sasquatch in the Alpha Force movie, Alpha Flight movie.
Alpha Flight would be a rough movie.
Yeah,
Wolverine would have to be in it, just like the fucking comic they did, to
Yeah.
get people to come watch it and read it. Or
Well, he would be like the main character, and then introduce you all the
Um,
wacky Alpha Flight characters, like a Sasquatch scientist. And
I wouldn't mind seeing some older Avengers that, just like how they did Monica Rambeau, like those weird 80s ones like Star Fox. They won't do that because he's
because he's problematic.
cosmic. But like there's like
Oh.
Jack of Hearts.
When are we gonna cancel Star Fox? By the way,
We're never going to cancel Star Fox.
I think we should cancel Star Fox. No offense, he's kind of rapey.
It would be nice to see Jennifer, to see what's her name? She-Hulk, to set up a little bit, but again, these are all like not surprises really. I mean, they'd be awesome surprise, but we're talking
I told
straight new characters.
Yeah, like I said, I said just give me your wild speculation.
It's just rough because like you don't know even where they're going. Like, there's no way in hell Wolverine's gonna be in Madripoor. Deadpool's not gonna be there or anything like that.
Dakin's there.
Dakin would be interesting, but I don't know how, because he has ruled Madripoor before.
What if we got Trick
So
Shot?
that would be okay. That'd be my long shot. Would be Viper, because Viper did have a lot to do there, and she dealt a lot with the Wolverine movie. They would just erase all that bullshit, but connecting to Hydra and all that stuff, because fucking Bucky's like, hell, Hydra. I was like, oh, bad memories.
I know we'll probably get this in the Hawkeye show, but I would like to see Trick Shot or Bullseye up here.
We have a Bullseye. It sucks because that Bullseye is amazing.
I like that guy. He was really good.
I would love if they brought people back. I mean, we know they brought Charlie Cox back. The biggest one that needs to be brought back is Kingpin, because
Who is
Vincent
D'Onofrio?
Yeah, but he's just amazing. So
I still think
he
I
could be
still
in
think
Spider-Man.
Charlie Cox does a better job. I think Charlie Cox's performance is incredible.
I mean,
And what's
I
his
can't
name?
fight
Purple
that.
Man.
Oh, David Tennant.
David Tennant does a fantastic
Dude,
job.
they've talked about David Tennant playing Nightmare, and that kind of gets me jazzed up. It gets me fired up. Kind of cool. But
Need to read more comic books.
I'm lost.
100%.
Looking at it now,
But see, you have to understand, he's mainly talking about the Netflix shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally gone. Like, you need to just go sit and watch the Netflix shows.
I don't got Netflix, man.
Well, you can watch mine. They're probably going to limit that, but whatever. But the least one, of course, everyone says is Iron Fist. I recommend still watching it, but all the rest are just fucking amazing, dude. They're just such good stories.
Can I say something kind of crazy? You know what?
Blow my mind.
I kind of would have liked Wyatt Russell to play the Sentry.
Who?
Why the guy who plays U.S. Agent? to play
Really?
The Sentry. Just because I'm looking at these pictures and it looks like he can play both the Sentry and
I don't.
Robert Reynolds.
I
Look at
guess.
that. Look at that disheveled bearded man.
I guess with the hair and the beard.
He looks.
God, what is he in that he's a straight asshole in?
But then he's got like when he's like shaven, he's got the nice blonde. Long
I still
blonde
wouldn't
hair.
pick him.
I don't
You know who I would pick was I always pick him.
Skarsgård.
No, fuck no. Everyone picks him for everything.
The old Skarsgård.
The dude from Underworld, the wolf guy,
What?
Which one?
the main character that's in love
Charlie
with her.
Henney.
That's in all of them.
Yeah,
The younger, the
the
one.
one that
That,
has a beard. Sometimes he has a beard and long hair.
are you talking about the like main bad guy? Well,
I don't think he's a bad guy. He's in love with her and shit.
Oh, that dude. I don't know his name.
But
Thanks.
that guy
Thanks.
that guy has like a very Sentry rugged look. When I first discovered Sentry, when he broke out of
So it's the Sentry.
the broke out of the raft where he thought he
Oh,
killed
dude,
his
Michael
wife.
Sheen.
Is that his name?
No, Michael Sheen is.
Ew,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
You know he was married to Kate Beckinsale?
Really?
Yeah.
Is it Scott Speedman?
Yeah, I believe that's his name.
That's a great name.
That's just
They call me Scott. Scott Speedman.
Yours just made
He
for
just
porn
bolts-
or a NASCAR.
He just bolts off.
Anyways, so I think that's pretty much it. Covering that, I mean, overall the tone of the episode was just so good. So many emotions. And
Can we call somebody out though?
Donnie,
Yeah, for thinking this episode sucked.
yeah, and he wants to be on the podcast. Or no, his friend wants to. How you gonna be on and have a different opinion than us?
He said it sucked.
No, Donnie was.
Donnie
like,
was
He
not
just said it
entertaining.
was boring.
Well,
It's slower,
yeah, it's
but it was interesting.
He was
The
slower
fact-
and sweeter.
we're getting a legitimate kind of a drama base.
Well,
shit that's
Falcon
going
fighting
on.
for an Avenger.
Dude,
Fighting for a-
WandaVision didn't start that all exhilarating, right?
Avenger fighting for a fucking loan is crazy. And it's heartbreaking. And then the fact at the end where she's like, go put on the TV, and you just feel it. You feel that hurt, dude.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
best friend just got replaced by some fucking dude from
that was
Up.
his own. That was his own fucking fault, though.
It's not his fault.
Yes, it is.
It's not his fault.
Are you saying it looks like the old man from Up?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a younger version of how wide his chin is.
I
His
have-
chin's the same width as his
ears,
head.
Man, I can't get over
It's
the ears.
everything. He looks so goofy.
What is?
Everybody's like, he's so punchable. And I'm like, I guess that's what they wanted to go
Yeah,
for.
maybe it's just because Cat. That's funny. Maybe it's because just Cap just fits this like. I call him Cap. Chris Evans just fits the suit better.
I like how
He's Cap though.
you're fucking Ant-Man. Cap. That's what I call him.
That's like, and then she calls him Cat. I
He
just
looks
love
at him.
that
Like,
moment.
he looks at her like, yeah. Well,
I will be Captain
It was good.
America.
it was good.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot. I can't wait. Like I said, watch the end credits and look at all the little newspaper articles. It's nuts. Talk about the power broker and stuff like that. I don't know, dude. We're gonna go crazy places, I think. And
Or
I think
they
and
just
I
gonna
think-
tease shit like they did on fucking WandaVision, or let the community deal with that and not put any of it in.
maybe
I hope,
Mephisto's behind all of it.
I tried to get it out this episode, but I hope we all temper our expectations. So
I don't care. It's fun.
I don't know.
It wasn't like after WandaVision, I was like, fuck, I'm done with this shit. It's fun.
Most of the internet was. So maybe I'm
Well,
just
yeah.
making that statement to the internet.
Wait, what?
Like where
People
people
were
could
pretty
just
mad.
chill the fuck out if you're wrong about your Star Wars
Yeah, it's
fucking
not a big
theories.
deal.
Or whatever theory you have. It's
Oh,
like
people being upset over that garbage.
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
WandaVision, people were like, "Oh my, I wasn't right." It's like it's fine. It was a good ass.
So
cancel
what?
Marvel. Doctor Strange wasn't in it.
And I was just like, "Dude, I don't give a fuck."
That's so
I-
what?
After I was like, "Oh, didn't go where I wanted," and you just look at it, you're like, "Damn, that was a good ass fucking season."
All right.
Yeah.
Can we talk about something infinitely more stupid now?
Yeah, we'll do it quickly. Why are we getting a Space Jam movie?
I don't fucking know. Why are we getting LeBron?
Well,
Space
see,
Jam?
okay. So the thing is, that was supposed to come out a while ago. But
It was.
But the thing is, right now, like I think I've said it before on podcasts, people want nostalgia because
Yeah.
it brings you back to better times.
Well, they're
Stuff.
they're doing remakes on everything. Everything's getting a
I
remake.
literally watched the whole first season of Punky Brewster. It's just weird because I watched it when I was little. God, she's hot.
Everything's getting a remake. So
But,
why else wouldn't we get a Space Jam
But
fucking
it's
two?
so fucking. I don't know. And I heard it's supposed to go across the fucking all kinds of cartoons are supposed to mix into it or iconic things. Who knows? But people are losing their mind right now because, first of all, Pe Pe Le Pew,
Rapist, apparently.
he's not appropriate and he got cut out. So I can't wait till we get the Pe Pe Le Pew cut of Looney Tunes with extra 3 hours of footage. I like.
Remember we talked about that Robin Williams things too.
What? He said there's like a 3-hour cut of Miss Doubtfire. That's like
So
rated
there's
R.
a
No, it's
rated-
not rated
there's
R.
a rated R. Yes, there's
No,
a.
I thought it was MA. You said
Nah, he said that it was not. He said that the tweet went out and it was like, Robin Williams did so much
Content for
Like-
Mr. Doubtfire that they could have made.
they could have made a PG,
Yeah.
a PG-13, and like a whatchamacallit, a M-rated movie and an NC-17
Yeah.
movie, which is crazy.
Well, it's not really. I mean, it's Robin Williams. A lot of stuff he can't, like Miss Doubtfire. That whole scene with cream on her face. That was all him.
I know, but how do you make that rated R?
Oh, dude. Have you not listened to his stand-up, dude? He talked about how genitals were made, and it's fantastic. I love it. But anyways,
Yeah,
Space Jam 2. Have you seen the first one, Declan?
yeah, of course it's in the first one.
Good. Do you think this needs to be made?
No, of course it doesn't. This movie's gonna suck. This movie
Yes.
is supposed to go and it's supposed to travel to like the multiverses of the world. Multiverses of like not of the world of Warner Brothers fucking movie world, to like Casablanca and all this shit. And it's like no one's gonna get that. No one's gonna watch that and understand Casablanca and whatever fucking. Like, half the movies are probably going to go to are not going to make any sense. The funny thing is, though, they're supposed to go to the Matrix. And there's the idea that in the new Matrix movie, there will be a scene with Bugs Bunny in the Matrix.
That sounds
But they're
awful.
actually going to connect those two movies.
That sounds
together.
awful. I don't like that. I don't want my Matrix movie to have Bugs Bunny in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine if it's like a cameo. And the Matrix is kind of loose with its terminology. But it's like, it's just...
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think the first movie's all right, I guess. It does carry a certain level of nostalgia, but,
Yeah.
you know.
I have seen that movie an endless amount of times. I know pretty much damn near all scenes to that movie. But again, I grew up, I don't know when that movie came out, but I always grew up watching that movie.
Now,
Now-
what do you think about them changing Ernie's girlfriend?
I was just about to bring that up. I remember
This
being
is
a
the-
kid
yeah, this is the-
and saw a Lola Bunny walking in like, woo!
Yeah,
I mean,
Ernie,
granted, again,
Ernie
I was
first
a
touched
child.
himself to Lola Bunny. but-
No,
No, I
he
didn't.
did that way before that. Any comic book that
Oh,
he
yeah.
read.
Oh God, there was comics that had that kind of stuff. But with,
Like Vampirella?
but with, are you having a seizure? Eating?
Saying you're too far away, you dumbass.
Lola Bunny though.
Who is that?
That's the Marvin Martian's wife.
Oh wow. Hello, nurse.
That's not even how she actually looks like. She's supposed to look like.
Lola.
They changed her.
Lola.
That's what she looks like.
Yeah, but now they make her look more Egyptian.
I mean,
That's how she's always looked, man. Do you ever watch the Duck Dodgers show?
puny mule, or would you say puny
Oh
humans?
my god, man.
That sounds extremely
Fuck.
familiar.
It's
Fuck.
Daffy Duck as like a
Poor,
laser gun.
he's like
soldier.
a Flash Gordon type.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
right.
And
yeah.
Porky Pig's
Okay,
fucking,
hold on. We're going back to not my girl.
Sorry,
Back
we're-
to the girl.
Yeah, we're talking
Dude,
about
when
good
she's like
stuff.
bugs, like all in his face,
Did
and
you-
she's like
okay.
shaking her ass left and right in front of him,
Bow,
and like
bow.
and Bugs is all like boner.
His tongue rolls.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
just like
That's
it's pretty crazy. So this time around, they're like, we're gonna make her more frumpy because a lot. Okay, so this,
what? Hold on, they're making her worse.
No, they
No,
just
they're making
decreased
her
her curves.
They're making her
Less
more.
curvy.
She looks like she had a few kids and settled down.
Want to do that?
and
A picture
stuff.
of her?
No, she looks androgynous. To a point.
So they got rid of all the sexiness, I guess, of her.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's again, it's meant to kind of not over sexualize a cartoon character, which I get, but at the same time, it's been done for years.
Now,
But but one girl, I forgot her name, pro golfer. She was really mad because I don't know why this is where you go die on this hill, but the girl's really attractive golfer,
Yeah.
and she's just like, you're saying basically that athletes can't be sexy and have a body. So I'm like, wow, this goes both ways. Wow. I never thought about
yeah,
this.
because like you'll find that in a lot of movies where they'll try to, or a lot of things they'll be like, you can't be looking that way, can't be doing this. Well, it's like you're an athlete, you're going to fucking look that way if you are a legitimate athlete to a certain degree.
They did in the first fucking Space Jam over sexualized.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at the time of movies it was during
it's
that.
like, look at
for
this hot,
laughs.
sexy animated bunny.
But she plays off
and it
like-
awoke and it awoke.
Yeah, I mean, she has it going up her cooch.
uppercut.
Look at that,
Oh
like
damn!
she-
I just flipped that mic. You
It
might
don't
have to
matter.
cut that
It
part
didn't.
out.
No, that's all good because you got excited.
Cooter.
Lucas
And
pulled up a
That's all I was about
old
to
school
say.
picture.
yeah, I mean, like you can tell. Yeah, she has a small ass waist.
It's just weird. Rabbits don't really have wings.
But that's the thing.
Is there a better picture?
So back on.
I mean,
honestly,
that though.
that's so much.
that's fan art though.
Yeah, it
Back
is.
on to
Yeah,
maybe
it
good
is.
things Warner Brothers made. Did you ever see that the Looney Tunes show where it's like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny live in like some flat in like a suburban town
No.
with like poor dude, it's so funny.
Oh yeah.
It is so funny. Lola Bunny's like this psycho girlfriend that Bugs
Yep.
has and shit
Yep.
like that.
Is it for adults?
No, it's for kids, but it's like it's one of those shows that's kind of written for both. It's very funny. Like Bugs becomes a prisoner of war at some point, and Daffy Duck joins the military, and they somehow meet each other, and he has to save him. It's very funny.
They gave her.
And Bugs Bunny lives
Yeah.
off of the money he made from producing the electric carrot peeler.
All they did was make her neck longer, widen her hips or her
I don't-
waist,
Can I say something controversial?
and then gave her no tits.
Can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think it
I don't give a fuck.
legitimately matters.
But like, I really want people to understand how little of a fuck I give about them desexualizing an anthropomorphized animal. It does not matter. We live in the age of the internet. If you really need to see a sexualized anthropomorphic animal, just go on the internet and look
it goes
up.
into the argument of, are kids going to see this? What's it going to do
That's
to them?
not no.
And then it goes
Doesn't
into
matter.
does this need to be done? Do we need her to look hot, or do we?
We
need
don't
her
even
to
need
look-
this movie.
I know we're discussing what is being brought to us. Do you need? Okay,
No.
we don't.
No,
need the
we don't.
movie.
No, we don't
No.
need her
Need
to
the
be
movie, but
sexualized.
Do you
at
need her
all.
to be sexualized, or do you
No.
not?
And it's not a statement about
But growing up,
athletes
like I
being
said, I
attractive.
had a lot of friends come up as adults and go, "Dude, the chick from Goofy movie was fucking banging." And I've had other friends that
Even
are
the
going,
girlfriend or Goofy's girlfriend, the librarian.
What are you
I-
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah, there you go.
I didn't even think of her.
Yeah, because at the end she's like, oh, when they go dancing and whatnot, they had their whole little.
I mean,
I don't know.
And like
Goofy's
her-
ass looked pretty good in those disco
Yeah,
pants. though,
Goofy
not
looked
gonna
good
lie.
too. Not gonna lie.
You
Got a fat,
you gotta
juicy.
be fair to everybody.
Gotta get some of that fat, juicy Goofy ass. Wait,
but,
what?
but like I said, Jessica Rabbit was a huge one.
That's way different.
But
Do
everyone.
you know
had-
Mario's in that movie?
is he?
Yeah, the guy who's the detective plays
Yeah.
Mario. in
Yeah.
the Mario
Oh
Brothers
yeah,
movie.
Bob
Yeah.
Hoskins.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the cartoon. It's a movie about cartoons, so I thought you.
But
meant,
it's Mario.
it's Bob Hoskins, man.
It's-
That's
and
the
as a
perfect
baby
penguin.
smoking
Rest
a
in
s-
peace.
It's a
That
baby-
is, I love that movie.
It's a baby smoking
What?
a
Who
cigarette.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh god.
Oh
yeah.
god, it's such a
good
good
movie.
movie.
Oh,
Who's
I
the
love
bad guy in that movie again?
it. It's
Some
Oh,
other actor
It's
does.
The guy who's
Doc.
yeah,
It's,
Doc.
God. the
From
internet's
Back to the
killing
Future.
us. But yeah.
Forget his name.
When I killed him, I sounded just like this.
That was terrifying.
scared
That was,
me.
dude. I don't. I watch it now and it's still
Scary,
somewhat terrifying, man. I can't
Scary.
imagine that as a death.
No.
Yeah.
Like getting
like acid.
erased through acid, and you see the shoe just screaming.
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh my
There
god!
you
How did I
go.
not get
Grady.
Scott?
Marty.
Something or what does he say? Everything in your future seems to
That's
be
funny.
heavy.
Before the podcast, we were talking about Back to the Future. Now we ended up back on it. We
No
came
matter
back
what
to
happens,
Back to the Future.
Whatever happens in life, Back to the Future always comes back.
Because it's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's
One
a
of the
fucking.
best trilogies.
It's so good.
But not.
Eh,
We will always have
the first two
people
are good.
trying to cancel, get rid of shit.
Now let's talk about somebody worth canceling.
And that
let's
is,
talk about sex
again,
pest Pepe Le Pew.
Pe Pe Le Pew. Which
Dude, here's my thing. Like I was telling my wife, I'm okay with Pe Pe Le Pew doing what he does because he's been doing it for years. But
like Bill Cosby.
yeah.
You just agreed to that, Ernie.
But like I said,
Clip that shit.
It's been.
Don't let him ever let that go.
It's like I said, it was in a Family Guy joke the other day, or from an old episode, and it was another joke that always talk about being like Pe Pe Le Pew and all this and that. Dude, Pe Pe Le Pew doesn't ask for consent. He's humping all over a cat that he thinks is a skunk. I don't know how he does
maybe
it.
that cat should just do some white paint first off.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get white paint over itself to make it look like a skunk. It's like
So it's based off what she wears?
It's I was about to say it's
Actually,
it's almost like the cat is asking
instance,
for it.
Yeah, because the cat looks like a skunk.
We might have to cut this part out of the podcast.
Also,
So
she doesn't say no. Technically speaking, she never says anything.
Does a cat even talk? 'Cause
No.
Pepe talks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pepe
I
talks,
don't
but
think
the cat doesn't talk.
she's a mute and she can't talk, so it's even worse.
I can't.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I told my wife though, he's done this for years, but I'm okay with it.
It's like Harvey Weinstein.
I
Just
told
gotta
her
keep bringing up.
he's okay. Pepe's a rapist, all right,
yeah.
100%.
and I'm okay. I guess I'm okay with it. I guess I'm okay with Pepe being a rapist, but I never get to see penetration. He never takes the woman home, and it always gets played around on his head. But yes, in real life, if this guy was a real person and he's all up on you and like trying to dry hump you, yes, that's a bad thing. But as a cartoon, he's a pretty bad dude.
It was pretty bad.
But
Now-
he also gets like ramifications though.
Yeah.
He tries and he always messes up and
Yeah.
screws up or whatever.
Now, like, if they changed his attitude, do you think people would still care? Like, what if he was in there? Because even in the original Space Jam, I don't think he was like that.
No, he was a little bit like that, but he was just.
I personally don't think he was
swear
anywhere
he had,
near. He
dude-
may have had like an instance, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Dude, everybody had to step back in that movie. Like, everyone. There was, like, only focus on Michael Jordan and Bugs, I feel like. So, a lot of people didn't get their time to shine or whatever.
That's fine, but you typically, even if you show him, you
Pepe Le Pew would only be on, like, not to show Pepe's standards. He would only go after women. So, there was no girls unless when he saw Babs or whatever, fuck, Lola Bunny.
Well, we
who's
also
Babs? Is Babs from Tiny Toon Adventures?
I don't know.
I think so.
Babs Bunny, right?
The only
Yeah.
person I know is Babs is Barbara Gordon. That's because Donnie called her Babs when we were playing HeroClix once. Now I can never unhear that.
And then we saw Space Jam. They're actually not. They're technically like working when they do these shows. This is not their reality.
It's like the Muppets.
It's like it's their job to go do these shows. So you're actually
Right.
just seeing the actor playing like outside
So
of his
Pepe Le
job.
Pew's just like some
He's just some
some
random
random
dude.
guy
And they're
that's
like,
like,
hey, we
hey.
need you to. Can you be French? All right, here you go. Read this script.
he's like practicing in the corner
Yeah.
smoking like wee.
Are you telling me this French are sex pests?
Well,
That
also
was
that's
a
also
running racist
that's
joke
also
from
a
back
bad
in the
thing.
day.
I mean, Speedy Gonzalez could be looked at the same way, but
Yeah,
They
but
tried to cancel him.
Gabriel Glacier said he came out and said, "You're not fucking canceling me," because he's playing.
I'm happy with Fluffy getting canceled. I don't mind Speedy Gonzalez though.
I don't think it
I never find Fluffy dude.
He's
funny.
not gonna get canceled. The character would get canceled. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather him, but
But that's not gonna happen. So get that out of your thick skull, you. This podcast just got real. Just get mad at you for
I don't
real.
think it's really that bad. I mean, you can cancel damn near
But to be
every
honest,
single Looney Tune.
what's the worst thing with Speedy Gonzalez? They made
racist
him
Mexican.
Dude, it's
They-
really bad.
They
The
made him. They
accent's
made him.
rough.
They made him a mouse. That was that guy doing Mexicans.
No.
They gave him a sombrero. That's the biggest one.
The
And-
accent's real.
and he
rough.
has-
I think he had a bandolier on, and he was dressed like a
Well,
fucking.
that's like okay. So when Giant Size X-Men came out, they made every character be from every nation to represent. So would you get mad that, you know?
no,
it
I'm not saying.
depends when it comes
I'm
to the
not
point of
saying.
parody.
I'm not saying I'm mad at it.
No. I'm saying, in
But
general.
like you can
Wolverine,
even look at whatever the fucking rooster is. I forget his name.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
No,
Who-
his name is Foghorn. The Falcon's name is Leghorn, I believe.
I believe I'm right.
You're probably right now.
Bet.
It.
But I mean, you just gotta look at the time period that those things were
watch,
created.
Watch Knives Out. Daniel Craig.
I was
plays him through the
actually
whole
about to
thing.
watch that last night because
Dude,
it's on
it's-
Amazon Prime.
it's
I was trying to
hella
remember
good.
who told me to watch it. And I was like,
hella good.
I gotta ask if it was these two because if you guys told me to watch it, then I'll probably watch it.
It's
I heard it was
really good.
too.
It's just really good actors and
Yeah.
good acting. Zod's in it and shit.
but it's whatever.
But
That accent's real bad. I don't know if anybody hears that on the mic. That's real rough.
But to be honest,
The chili
as
pepper.
a Hispanic, that sounds like a Mexican dude talking. Slowpoke Rodriguez. I forgot about
he
that.
packs a gun.
I love Slowpoke Rodriguez.
I
taste
don't
of
have
it.
any issues with any of those people getting, or if they're canceled, or if they're not canceled, it's whatever. I don't personally.
I mean, Yosemite Sam, what would they say about him?
They took
took his guns away.
Yeah, Yosemite Sam and what's his name are not allowed guns anymore.
yeah, they took the guns away.
Well, I mean, that's just everywhere. Like, Wolverine can't smoke cigars in comics anymore. Which is dumb because it wouldn't hurt him because his
Yeah, but it can hurt whoever wants to smoke tobacco
funny.
and read him as a
hurts
child.
my son who's like, I want to be Wolverine. Light me up, Dad.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what your son's going to do.
But it's like funny because Ben Grimm is a big smoker, and it's like he's rocks. It's like all these guys that smoke cigars.
dude,
are guys
there's
that
a
don't.
there's a character in this anime anime/manga I read called One Piece, and he's got like a bandolier of cigars. He's just like
Yeah.
smoking two of them at the same time. The guy's made of smoke, so I guess it must not affect him. But
That's
I think
funny.
his name is Smoke.
his name is Smoker.
Yeah, Smoker.
See, it's
He's
weird.
a badass motherfucker.
He
Luffy
is.
had a
He's got a-
bitch of a time fighting that fool.
He's got a motorcycle
Can you just use
called the Hog.
like a vacuum type of Ghostbuster thing to smoke him up?
No, it's not that kind of smoke.
Oh,
He's like
Nope.
magical smoke.
Special.
yeah, he's
smoke.
magical smoke. He could just
Cream
be
of the
anywhere.
crop, brother. Oh yeah. But I don't know, man.
That's how this podcast coming to an end is we've degenerated into Randy Savage's impersonation. What did Spider-Man say to him again? He's like, "Come down here," and he's like, "I can't even fucking remember."
dude. Why?
Do you think
why
they're
am I
gonna? Do you think
why
they're
am I
gonna?
stumped with all this? Because I'm like, did your mother make, or did your mom make that for you or something like that? He
What?
talks
Would your
about-
boyfriend make that for you or something
Oh
like that?
yeah, it might have been that because that was
Yeah.
pretty rough.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, what?
I got
Okay.
you for 3 minutes.
Did you-
Oh yeah, 3 minutes of playtime.
Yeah. Did you know Macho Man Randy Savage is in the first Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone
he talks,
knows.
but he talks about his boyfriend in that. He's like, "Did your boyfriend make that for you?" I believe. The meme that sorry, no, we've diverged from this.
That's
but
fine.
I ultimately don't care that much about canceling these animated characters.
Well, for
But-
me, it's like Looney Tunes been the reason why I bring it up again as trying to bring a coherent podcast is Looney Tunes has been around forever. So for me, it's just like this is something that us of different generations could be brought up.
I just don't care that much, though.
I think at the end of the day, none of us really care.
But Pe Pe Le Pew's
But it's for us to
Pe Pe Le Pew's one
justify.
of those things that's like it's so explicit. I'm like, really?
It's for us to justify.
Is it
and give
necessary to
our-
keep Pe Pe Le Pew around?
I think all of us agree on the same thing with this. There's no arguing over this one.
no.
But it's also something that needs to be addressed so people of the world are like, if they disagree with us, they can listen and be like, maybe they're right. Like, it's not
I mean,
that serious.
again, if you put him in there, just don't make him be the same.
well,
whether or
they
not-
just
No,
cut
they
him
took
out.
him out. They
What?
filmed
Wha-
scenes with him and they just
I
cut
know,
the
but
scenes.
I'm just saying, like,
The
if
actor's pissed.
if he didn't change,
I just picture like some like real actor that's like,
I just
They
imagine
cut
some
my
guy
role
being like,
out.
"Yep, about time."
like
I
if
got
they didn't
canceled."
have anything of Pepe Le Pew acting like Pepe Le Pew, then
no,
there's
apparently
really
he
no
was
fucking
macking on
problem.
Some girl,
now if they're gonna pull back and do that shit,
they
then
did,
yeah.
but like the girl beat him up basically. But it's still kind of stupid.
but like I told,
He's like a bartender
I told
too.
Lucas though, it's
He's like the bartender at Casablanca.
every Pepe Le Pew cartoon, which are great. He
Are
always,
they all great?
yeah, he always,
don't think
he
they're that
always
good.
gets the bad end of the stick.
They're
at
not
the
all
end
that
of it.
entertaining though. He's easily like
Okay,
one of the
when's last time you
lamest.
watched Looney Tunes?
What?
It's probably been a while.
There's a bunch of different versions of Looney Tunes stuff though.
Yeah.
He's never the one
I'm
character I
talking
care
just
about.
like the cool Looney Tunes where
Dude,
like
You
Bugs cross
Dude,
dressed.
Daffy Duck is the boy, man. I love Daffy Duck. He's my boy. I feel like Daffy Duck almost every single day of my
Because you're
life.
dumb. Duck
Mm.
season.
No, I love when he's just like, when he gets shot and his bill spins around, and he's just like always having the shittiest luck, and like everyone's getting one up on him, and even at every iteration, you know, even when he's Duck Dodgers, he's getting beaten
Yeah.
on. Even when he's in that show I was talking about
Best-
Bugs Bunny,
one
he's
of
like
the coolest.
he's like the
scenes.
bummer. He's like the bum guy that lives with Bugs
Yeah,
Bunny and
one
shit
of
like
the-
that.
that sounds familiar.
That show's really good.
One of the coolest scenes, Roger Rabbit, is Daffy Duck against Donald Duck on the pianos. Like that's such a dope scene. Just to see that and their attitudes is just great.
That's a crazy movie.
Oh,
You
it
could never get the license for all that.
was my mind. You might, but it's
Disney would
Disney
never.
can do everyone now.
No, they can't do the Looney Tunes.
It's mind blowing. What were you gonna say, Lucas? Before we close out, you're like, oh, do you guys think?
Oh, how do you?
Nice,
Sorry,
nice just dead air.
Yeah, dead air. I'm trying to remember what the hell I was talking about. We go on too many tangents.
Don't
and
worry, I was
kinda
gonna say
just zone
something
out.
too.
Tangents are
Yeah.
great, long as we rope that.
Yeah,
bad
as
boy
long as we
back
rope
in.
them back in, like we're
Long as
gonna
I
do
get
now.
the lasso of truth.
Do
and
you think
come back?
they're gonna have the same kind of storyline where they got to go grab his shoes again, his outfit, all this
No.
other
From
shit?
From what I heard, the son gets his son.
Yeah, they gotta
and I
save
think I
his
even
son.
looked in IMDb where it shows the cast. Someone plays someone James, and it's a little black kid or whatever.
Bronny James.
I think something like that.
That's his real son's name.
No, but it's not his. It's
I know,
an,
but
an
that's
actor playing his.
No,
yeah.
I heard that, but that's his real
So
son's
I heard
name.
that he gets like stuck in like it's gonna be like almost like from what I'm getting. I could be wrong, but like Wreck-It Ralph 2, where they go through the internet or whatever. But this was gonna be through
hate Wreck-It Ralph
cartoons
2.
or multiverses.
So who's the bad guy?
I don't know.
We're gonna,
Because for me, it's like you have to have Monstars, but you're not going to.
Apparently there are Monstars.
Are there?
Yeah,
I
they've
saw
already
there's a
they've already
handful.
picked the
There's a
NBA
handful of
characters.
NBA characters
Yeah.
in it, but I don't know if they're.
God
gonna,
damn, that'd be so funny though. If they
But
grab
see,
like
that's just
they
so-
grab like 4 modern players and then still grab Chuck. And they just like, and then it's just like, wait, we shouldn't have grabbed Charles Barkley.
Hey,
can't feel my heart.
Guys, all wait for me.
That's terrible. There's monsters
terrible.
come again to take my powers.
I need
Terrible.
ice on my knees. Someone come over here.
Shaq, get over here.
Shaq would be just great to come on there.
are you gonna watch it?
Somebody steals Ernie Johnson.
I'd have to see what the storyline is, but I mean, I've watched worse things.
Yes,
Harley
like
Quinn.
today. Today we watched that, and my lord,
Dude, it's called Birds of Prey.
I know what it's called, but it's
At the end of the movie,
emancipation
at the end of the
Harley
movie,
Quinn.
when Harley Quinn wraps up the movie,
it's the last
She's
2
like-
minutes.
she shows them like, yeah, and they're gonna start their own team called the Birds of Prey.
Their costumes look absolutely
And I'm
awful.
like, what? I thought we were watching a Birds of Prey movie. Like, what? Like, the closing minutes, you're gonna tell me they're gonna be the Birds of Prey,
Yeah.
and they don't need me because I got my own gig, and it's like,
Do you, Harley? Do
it
you?
was absolutely awful.
Do you
but like I said, I didn't stop it because it was kind of fun to watch with Lucas to talk shit about it the whole time.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
how
why.
many grenade shots did she take? Did you count them all?
How many grenades did she take?
She has a grenade launcher at one point. It shoots
It's,
like
not,
different,
it's not grenades. It's like
different things.
No,
that she
I
shoots.
didn't. I didn't count. I was mainly pissed. I'm like, you're in a police station. After the first few rounds, you shot one dude.
It's the GCPD, man. Every time you see the
they're not
GCPD,
fucking stormtroopers though.
every time you see the GCPD,
She shoots mustard, then she shoots glitter.
well, no, well,
Hey, I
my
saw Dean
problem.
Ambrose almost kill a guy with mustard.
My
so-
problem is the response time.
because what did she shoot first though? She was
She
shooting,
shot confetti.
no,
no,
she
she
shot
shot bags,
sandbags.
bean
first.
bags. She
Bean
shot 2 guys in the face with bean
Yeah, that's
bags.
a funny prank.
That's fucked up.
Just come around
Well,
the
those
corner,
that's gonna hurt you.
I'm assuming both of them died.
knock the wind out of you. I wouldn't.
They got
kill you.
shot in the
th-
dome.
This was like point blank.
Oh
Though.
yeah.
Dome. They weren't shot in the chest because you don't dome people with those things. You shoot them in the chest. So they
And then
get
she
the
did
wind
like
knocked at them.
mustard,
Confetti,
glitter.
mustard. But my problem again was the response time of everyone in
It
there.
was pretty
Sorry,
bad.
this isn't the Harley Quinn podcast.
I
know
don't
what you guys
care.
talking about
I
this.
don't
Just-
care. It's absolutely
Just watch the
awful.
TV show. You guys will be fine. Don't
Well,
even
we're
worry
gonna
about
watch
it.
the TV show, but the movie was god awful.
A lot of things didn't make sense.
They tried to make her like Deadpool. There was like 6 flashbacks in the movie.
I would kind of like to do an episode about if you guys watch both seasons and we just do a full retrospective.
On
The
Harley Quinn?
cartoon.
Yeah. Just because it'll give us something else that other than Marvel to talk about, right? And other
Well,
than
'cause that's-
shitty DC to talk about, right? And other
And we
than
can compare it to their shitty movie.
Well, and that's the whole thing is like I hate people are always like not just for us, but in general, people are like, why are is this news site reporting on Marvel, not DC? And I'm like, DC's not making anything right now. Finally, the Snyder Cut came out, but here's my thing: is it's over now. Let's move on.
Dude, people are still talking about people.
They're like, we're gonna get sequels. No, you're not. Snyder
people
revealed the
still
whole.
think it's really good.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different story because people will fight me tooth and nail that, and I'll even give it to them that it is better, and I'll give it to them that it's a movie that I can probably watch again. But
I
just
enjoyed it.
4 hours is just rough for me.
That's it. I enjoyed it. It was long.
Would you watch it again?
Probably not.
If I can't watch it
It's
again,
too long.
I won't watch. If I can't watch it
I
again,
don't
it means
watch
I didn't
things
enjoy
again.
it.
But I don't watch things again, period. I watch things I enjoy, but I...
Yeah, see me, I watch things like all the time. Like
I will watch Dances with Wolves extended cut over that. And if you know exactly how long that fucking thing is,
now Tombstone, I'll watch over
and Lord of the
over.
Rings extended
Ocean's
cut.
11, I'll watch over and over.
Oh, dude, Oceans I'll put on every single time.
Now,
I may go home and watch it and beat off to it.
That's a podcast.
Damn
man.
you, Brad Pitt, you sexy bastard.
Young Brad Pitt.
No,
not even that
I think
young.
Brad Pitt gets hotter as he gets older.
Well, of course, most men do.
Not all men.
Yeah,
I know. Unfortunately for him, I'm pointing at Ernie.
Brad Pitt is blessed with that. There's a lot of guys that they start getting the grays in.
Pretty much everyone kind of in that.
Pierce Brosnan, who's gonna play Dr. Fate,
I know
is,
that's
looking good though too.
Hopefully, we get a little more information so we can actually talk about it. Because I would love to talk about Black Adam. I love
Has
Shazam.
George Clooney been any Marvel movies?
No, let's hope not.
I don't think we need George Clooney anymore.
Yeah, but think about it. You had Brad Pitt. You had the guy who plays
Brad
War
Pitt's not
Machine.
in it. Brad Pitt's not in it.
Marvel movie. He's in Deadpool. He's Invisible Man.
It's
he's
association
still
with
Sir,
Marvels.
he's Vanisher.
Vanisher. I'm sorry.
What do you call him? Translucent.
No, I call him Invisible Man. Oh, what? And then you had
Fuck.
what's his name?
Diabolical.
There's another one that's in Oceans. That's in
Matt Damon.
Also, it's
Matt Damon.
Matt
also,
Damon's
it's
in
Don
everything.
Cheadle too.
Yeah, I forget his name.
But
All the time.
but you gotta
Who's
understand.
fucking
You gotta
War
understand
Machine,
there,
bro?
there were two War Machines. What was the other War Machine's name? Ernie.
Terrence Howard.
There you go.
I don't like Terrence Howard. Never
Hey,
cared.
I
for
love
him.
Don Cheadle.
Oh, Don Cheadle. I've liked him in other movies and stuff.
What,
Too.
was it College Humor that made the Captain Planet skit where he's Captain Planet?
Tree.
I love that.
Tree,
Fucking,
yeah.
He's so funny.
He just seems like
I sent that to the other day to a
and-
group chat.
when you ever watch him in interviews with like the other Avengers, he seems to always have a good time or fuck with them. Like, don't say too much or whatever.
Yeah.
That's one thing about that cast, and that's why it's hard for me to get behind
I was thinking about
a
this.
lot of the other movies and stuff because this group now seems like a family.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, was watching some of the Endgame stuff, and I was like, Tom Holland's with Benedict Cumberbatch a lot. Is that because they're British, or are they trying to convince me to want to see a fucking Doctor Strange Spider-Man movie? Because I
guess.
kind of want to see a Doctor Strange Spider-Man movie.
And
That would be entertaining.
Because they're like New
Or,
York buddies, right?
I think multiverse he'll
probably
be
pop
in it,
in.
or the Spider-Man one he might come in.
Oh yeah, because don't they talk about multiple Spider-Mans coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they
multiverse.
have good charisma together. I
We
think.
have we have a lot of good stuff coming, but like I said, I'm not sitting here and not wanting to talk about DC.
They just don't
Just got to bring it. Like
have
Star
anything.
Wars right now, it's kind of on pause. We got to bring it. There's a lot of other things I wish we could get more into wrestling and stuff, but no one's really wants to hear about it right now.
Are you guys ready for next week?
What's next week?
Next week's Godzilla versus King Kong.
I also got to watch
That's gonna be good.
the second one or the King of Monsters.
King of
I
Monsters.
didn't realize that was. I didn't realize that was a
Sorry,
thing.
that movie got me so good.
What King of Monsters?
So
Really?
when I watch
People say King
when I
of
watch
Monsters is amazing.
when I watch
People
Really?
say.
when I watch monster movies like kaiju movies like Pacific Rim, when I watch those movies, it's like I'm watching wrestling. It doesn't really matter to me how
The
bad the
storyline?
story
Yeah.
is. I just want to see these fucking
Yeah.
dudes go at it. Like I love King Ghidorah, and I think they did a great job with like giving
Yeah, I've
character
heard
to King Ghidorah in that
Nothing but
movie.
it's bad for me being the movie guy that loves movies, and I haven't watched any Godzilla, but everyone has told me.
I'm
number
excited because it looks
two
like
is
we're gonna get
amazing.
like daytime fights, which is like really
And
the first
Mecha.
time they're doing it.
Have you seen the trailer with
Yes.
Mecha? The
Yes.
China
Oh
trailer?
yeah, and Tran said he watched the Pacific Rim, right?
Yeah, we gotta do that.
So we probably should do that.
see if we
Whenever
can get Tran on for both of those.
whenever we
I'll
watch
try to watch that
King
this
of
week.
whenever we watch Godzilla, King
King
Kong,
Kong.
and then throw on that on the back of it, the Pacific Rim.
Yeah,
cartoon.
any of the kaiju shit.
and just like
I just like seeing big things smash into each other.
yeah. Cybertron's opening for Bumblebee, where they're all
That
fighting and stuff.
scene is just like, and then they had that action shot where fucking Soundwave and Shockwave.
It's such a good way to do it.
Is Bumblebee a good movie?
I
No.
like Bumblebee a lot.
Bumblebee is
No.
the weirdest movie to watch
It's
because
not
there's
that
so
weird.
much
It's-
sexual. Yes, there's way too much sexual tension between this girl and the robot. Hand on heart, Scout's honor. Okay,
She's
we
gonna
were-
be Kate Bishop in Hawkeye.
We were here with Ernie. Me and John were here with Ernie. Ernie just puts it on, and me and John ended up staying like an extra hour longer than we wanted to because we were watching the movie. And because we watched that first scene, and me and John both lost our minds because first scene's incredible, like incredible. The whole movie should have
Yeah,
just
it
been
shows
that
the
first
battle, like of them.
They're
all
battling on
bouncing and
Cybertron. They
shit.
all have
It's
like their old
badass.
Gen 1 designs kind of updated. It looks
Yeah.
incredible. And then they go to this whole story with Bumblebee and this girl. And like there's...
It's like a pet. It's all.
But it's
like.
weird. It's like, it's not a pet because Bumblebee's not a pet. He's a sentient thinking creature.
The way he acts, he's
He's a sentient thinking creature. He just cannot
she's like
speak
trying
right
to teach
now.
him how to sit and stuff. It's like
It's so dumb. That movie's.
Is it
so
just
dumb.
because? Wait, what? Whatever.
We'll get onto
I'll
it.
just
We'll
watch
get-
that
yeah.
opening scene. I won't watch the movie because it
No,
sounds awful.
No,
Watch the opening scene
watch it
and then
make-
keep
give me-
watching the movie until you decide to turn it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
Give me.
Oh shit! That means I'm just gonna watch the movie then.
Yeah, say just give me a chance. It's a good movie.
It's not a
bad.
good movie.
I've
Give you a
watched-
chance?
Yeah, because I've watched a lot of Transformers and they're really bad and just full of action.
That's the best one.
This one had heart. Like
This is the best.
For that first scene.
Oh,
for me. This one had heart, and it's basically about Bumblebee.
And
That's
John
it.
Cena's in it.
And John Cena's in it. Avenue.
okay. I'll watch it.
And we'll leave it at that.
But
and
last
we'll come
time you
back.
gave me a movie to watch, Ernie, you understand that was Inhumans.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What movie did you give me last time to watch?
Deadpool 2.
Inhumans isn't a movie. It's a TV show.
Was that a TV show?
Yeah.
Then
It's a really bad TV show, like 3 episodes.
And I hate Inhumans.
It's
and
really
I told you to watch
bad.
Deadpool 2. That was the last movie I told you.
yeah, but that's what we watched. But I'm talking about you sent me away watching, and I wasn't Inhumans that I watched. That was garbage. Because Inhumans wasn't a TV show. That was a movie I watched.
What was it
No.
about?
We watched Harley Quinn today.
What was with Essex?
Oh,
New
New
Mutants.
Mutants.
New Mutants.
The
sorry.
whole point
Sorry.
of it was to watch a bad movie, though.
Yeah, New Mutants.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Inhumans. New Mutants.
Mutants is a bad movie. It's
But
got
we-
moments.
We
Bad
knew
movie.
that, though. We
Because
told you
me,
that.
Ernie, and John all watched that. That was like
Bad
a-
movie.
one of the best experiences I've ever had watching a movie.
I'll watch it.
But you watched it by yourself, and it wasn't. The Bumblebee movie, you should be. I think, honestly, you should watch it. It's fine. But we're going to leave that there because
Because I think that's a podcast.
it is a podcast,
That
but
was one.
we're setting it up for the future podcast. So,
Kong vs. Godzilla.
yes. We'll get
When's
ready
that
for
come
the
out
big
again?
Battle.
30th. And the podcast is on the 31st.
Oh, cool. Look at that. I don't go to work till then. Shit.
Yay.
Cut that out.
Yay.
You got to cut that out.
Do you?
I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be quarantined for 10 days.
But you're good, though.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Pause.
So that's it.
That's a podcast.
That's a podcast.
See you guys back for the big mega battle of
And
monsters.
check out Best Series Games, the sponsor of today's episode.
Always sponsoring, and Best There is Entertainment that presents all of it to you.
Sadly.
And hopefully we'll be seeing you guys live in living color next episode.
No, not live and living color.
Bye.
Bye.
That's a podcast.